over the course of the season. They were swept 3 different times. They will try to avoid being swept here, of course. If they lose this match, they are out of this tournament and will have to go to the promotion tournament next week. Game 1 of a best-of-7. Remember, RLCS not on the line in this match. They'll need to win 2, both of these teams, to play their way in. It is Tho starting things off for Singularity. That'll be cleared away. Noli now to pop one. That'll be intercepted by Burrito B. And it can't be understated how important Rix Ronde and Burrito B were this season. They had struggled in seasons past to keep up with their 3rd teammate, but this time, Subi, with their 4th teammate in as many seasons, they have hit a home run with Tadpole.
Well, with Tadpole behind the reins of this team, you cannot mess up. This guy has been stellar all season long, but how about the rookie scoring the first goal for Team Singularity?
Tho was the last guy to get into the warm-up lobby, and he is all fired up. He's probably got the biggest chip on his shoulder of anybody on this Team Singularity roster, because all anybody thinks of when they think of Tho is, oh, that guy from Scrub Killer's stream. He is out here to make a name for himself, and he's done it all season long. Tadpole will have that intercepted by Godsmilla. His drive stopped by Burrito B, and Rix Ronde can't clear it out. It'll be Tho bringing another one in. He's got support in front, but that's going to be blocked by Burrito B. He has been outstanding on the defensive end ever since he got into the rival series. And he will not get a piece of this ball. Tho does, so Tadpole has to clear it away. We've seen this Method team at times. They've gotten off to slow starts. Godsmilla. That goes over Burrito B. Now Rix Ronde to clear to Burrito. He has Tadpole coming on his left, but that's going to be bombed away by Noli. Well done by the Singularity defense, but that boost does not spawn for Noli. He's in a tough spot, but Godsmilla goes over top, and Rix Ronde has to retreat.
That's a good clear right there over the defense of Method. Method, a very aggressive team all season long, and they are susceptible to those long clears over their heads. Let's see if Team Singularity can capitalize on this. This is going to be a dangerous ball, and Godsmilla hits it backwards. Not sure he wants to do that. This ball very dangerous towards midfield. Good challenge from Rix Ronde, but Godsmilla there to boom it away and give his team a little bit of time.
Now Tadpole, indirect for himself, and he will not get to play it as Noli will just try to get a touch and disrupt the Method offense. Tho coming in, looking for his second. That's going to be blocked away, but Godsmilla's there, trying to get a ball in front. It'll get there, but Tadpole beats Noli to the punch.
So far, one half of gameplay, and it's been very lopsided. Method, one shot on the board, and I don't even know if I could call it a shot. That one just off target, off the crossbar. This game remains within 1. Method, 2 minutes to work with. They need to get to work soon, though.
They are one of the higher scoring offenses in the rival series this season, but Method have been stifled.
There it
Maybe
is.
not for long, on target from downtown.
Burrito B sets up the sights and just launches it in between the sticks, all the way from the top of the box of his own half. Beautiful shot placement to tie this game up.
The desk spent a lot of time talking about Tadpole on this Method roster, how they think maybe he still deserves to be in the RLCS. He can prove it here. Rix Ronde runs into Burrito B, will take over. And Tadpole got the dunk on Tho. This will set up Method. Burrito B with a good challenge on Godsmilla. Rix Ronde coming on, and it's going to go in.
Burrito B credited with the assist, but he also gets the goalie out of the picture. It's a wide open net for Rix Ronde. Beautiful play coming out from Method.
Who can forget a year and 1 week ago, the great video of Tadpole's family celebrating when Red Reserve and then eventually Triple Trouble promoted to the RLCS. And now here's Burrito B scoring off the kickoff.
Check out this 50-50 from Burrito B. He's already up in the air, and it just squeaks out in between him and Noli. A 2-goal advantage.
1:42 to go. Singularity watching game 1 slip away from them after Tho got him off to a fast start. Rix Ronde to Tadpole. Method firing on all cylinders, and Tho's there to stuff out the flame. Now Burrito B Has that taken away by Godsmilla, but nobody else in support. Burrito, backboard for Rix Ronde, perhaps. Rix has to stay at midfield and wait for this. Got a second touch on the challenge against Godsmilla, but he hangs around in the zone. Pass across. Tadpole hit the post.
That was a very hard pass to rein in, just out of his outstretched arms barely, and a good cutoff there from Godsmilla to poke it into the corner. But 1 minute to go. Team Singularity needs to find 2 goals, and that was a good opportunity missed by Godsmilla, but they still have possession of this ball in Method's half. Rix Ronde is going to drop it down, and those there to put it back into the corner. But so far, nothing too dangerous for Method to go up against.
Noli. Oh, Tadpole got a piece, and that was perilously close to the Method goal. Noli trying to run interference. Burrito B has the clear, and all Tho can do is rush back and barely keep that ball out of his net.
Oh, good double there, but Godsmilla was waiting, and off the backboard towards midfield. Good touch there from Tadpole just to throw it off its course, make Tho have to change directions. And Noli gets challenged, but this ball's up, and Burrito B gets the clear, and game 1 gonna go in favor of Method.
Final seconds will tick away, and Method is one step closer to getting into a win and in to head to the RLCS. 1 down and a lot more to go.
And Burrito B coming out on top. 2 goals, 1 assist in this game. And if he's firing on all cylinders, this Method team is so dangerous. You see Tadpole down on the bottom there. 2 assists credited to his name, but he was one of the players that was most dangerous in the European region in the rival series this season. He got the double Vente this season. 23 goals, 25 assists. That's pretty unheard of when you talk about players in the rival series.
Yeah, and add 2 more in this game, up to 27 for the season. And Rix Ronde and Burrito B, the tandem that's been together for so long, they've gone through the open qualifier twice to stay in the rival series, but ever since season 6, they have been a staple. It'd be nice to send them on their way up to the RLCS. But they have to go through this Singularity team that is far from out of it here. Yes, they got swept by Method in the regular season, but this is a Singularity team that can hang with anybody put in front of them.
No, you're absolutely right. I don't think that this is going to be a sweep, not in any fashion. But Team Singularity has a lot to do if they want to beat this Method team. They had their backs up against the wall almost throughout the first half, it seemed like. And then they just fell apart. It just seemed like Method realized what was going on. Hey, they're going with those hard clears over our heads. That's the only way they're gaining any type of offense. Method started to space out, pull back, and after that, Team Singularity couldn't do a thing.
Tho, by the way, good for a lot of big boost pad steals. We didn't see that a whole lot in that game. I think Singularity is a lot better off when he is on the other end of the field, the offensive half, kind of raining chaos down upon the opposing side. That has to happen, I think, if Singularity is going to come back in this series.
Yeah, and this series already hot. We've seen some great goals. Let's take a look while we're waiting for a player to join it. Some of the ones we just saw in game number 1. I really like the goals that we saw from Burrito B specifically. But the first one coming out from Tho, you just see wide open net, and after that, Method fixed their problems.
Yeah, and this is a team in Singularity that spends a lot of time in their own defensive third, and even still susceptible to big clears like that from Burrito B. And then Method was all over Singularity. Goal after goal after goal, 3 unanswered to close out game number 1, including that one off the kickoff. And kickoff goals have to be the most frustrating because that has to tilt momentum so far onto the other half of the field, because all you got to do is make sure it doesn't kick wildly off the side into a free shot into your own net. And it's like 5 seconds go off the clock, and you've given up 2 goals.
Well, especially after you just got scored on. And
yes.
Okay, game's tied, no problem, let's focus. And then immediately you go down. It's just the tide swing that fast that it's just so hard to come back from. This is where mental fortitude is the most important thing in the playoffs. With RLCS spot on the line, you got to let those things just go in one ear and out the other.
Godsmilla, also a rival series veteran. We're yet to see him get going. He did have the assist, technically, on Tho's goal, but that goal was really all Tho. But Gotts Miller, last time he was here, he played on a very defensive team as well with, it was Placebo.
Placebo and Nordevin.
Yes. And I wonder if he can kind of ramp it up on the offensive end if he needs to, because Singularity might need to kind of throw caution to the wind. It's only one game, but as this series goes on, things could get really hairy for Singularity.
Yeah, you're saying it, that is for sure. But this is a team that you've got players, all three that can hit shots. You've got three players that can pass the ball. There's not one standout player on this team. Yes, Though is amazing, but Noli and Godsmilla do their work equally. They don't put a ton of workload on Though and say, hey, thanks, carry us to victory. They say, hey, we're right here with you. And the confidence in the team members is apparent on the field.
Tadpole, back to the method point, we saw Dion, the manager of RBG Esports yesterday, promote into the RLCS, try to become the second Welshman, maybe even the third by the time he would get there, because, of course, the coach of Discombobulators would be another Welshman in the name of Eclipse. So could have three Welshies in the RLCS. We had Lottie hosting the rival series this season. Wales has loved the rival series so far.
Yeah, and this is a hard matchup, Method and Team Singularity, but it's only going to get harder from here. Let's take a look at the bracket to see which teams they're going to have to face when they win this matchup, because it's no easy task. You see Discombobulators and AS Monaco, and every time I try and say Discombobulators, it just ties up my mouth. I don't know what to do.
They've had you tongue-tied all season. They've had teams tied up all season long. The thing about Discombobulators, though, Subi, they have lost to both Singularity and Monaco. Those are the only two losses they had all season, and they have to go through a Monaco team that I think can absolutely play with them. That'll be our next match today, but going back to this match with Method and Singularity, remember the 3-0 sweep that Method had in the regular season. We thought, okay, that was the big turning point for them because they needed to redeem themselves. We saw them on the mainstream a couple of times against Baguette Squad and Team Vertex, where they laid an egg. They go 0-6 in those two series, and I thought, oh, this is going to be typical Method fashion. When they need to go top 2, they go third. Yeah. When they need to go top 4, they're going to finish 5th or 6th. But they managed to pull it off at the end of the season. Dramatic 3-2 victory over ARG. Singularity at the end of the season, they had a win over Monaco, and they thought, okay, all you got to do is beat Baguette Squad. You're going to go top 2 and avoid this match. And Baguette Squad came back and played spoiler in the very last match of the season.
Well, you called it perfectly. I was going to bring that up of how Team Singularity is coming off that loss against a weaker Baguette Squad. Yes, they were better than the previous season, but that's got to be fresh in their minds. And the loss that we were talking about, that sweep, Team Singularity up against Method, where Method beat them 3-0, that didn't happen earlier in the season. That wasn't week 1, week 2. That was week 4. That's very recent. So they've got tape of, okay, this is what they're going to do. This is how we can counter. And so far, yes, it's only been one game. It's just looking like Method has this Team Singularity's number.
To recap also what happens to the loser of this game, they're not out of their hunt for the RLCS. They go to the promotion tournament next Sunday, and the loser of this game has to play the number 8 team, which is, of course, Complexity, who had they had a tumultuous offseason, and the regular season didn't go their way either. They did not win a single series. TSM, the other team waiting in that promotion tournament, that will be the loser of our final match today. That is what's on the line for all of these teams as they try to play their way into the expanded RLCS next season. We'll send our 9th and 10th teams here today. But man, that you look at the comparison between North America and Europe. In NA, if you didn't get there yesterday, you have to go through Cloud9 and G2. Here, you don't make it. Okay, TSM and Complexity, that doesn't look like nearly as daunting a task.
Well, and you see that graphic on screen right now, and how crazy is it that you think back basically 3 years ago, there were 8 teams in the RLCS. That was it. Now we've got 20 when you talk about RLCS and Rival Series, and they're all so close-knit, and we're seeing that every time a Rival Series team promotes up to the RLCS, more times than not, they're not just there to just play around. They're there, and they're taking names, and they are taking teams out of the picture. That's why we're going to be watching Cloud9 G2, TSM, Complexity next week. It's no walk in the park anymore for RLCS teams.
And Tadpole, a player that has had success in the promotion tournament before. Again, trying to avoid it this weekend by getting directly to the RLCS. But how about this stat? According to Liquipedia, Tadpole, 33-5 in the month of November. That is crazy. That, of course, includes a 22 series.
Is that games or?
That's series.
Series?
That is series.
Yikes.
22 in a row, grinding the Gfinities leading up to the promotion tournament in Season 6. That probably helped just a little bit.
So he's a cool weather fan. He doesn't like the heat, apparently.
No, apparently not. But he can stand it, and he has his Method squad up 1-0 here in this best of 7. Now we are back underway. We appreciate your patience as we have everybody ready to go. And it'll be Tho trying to break out of the zone, try to start Singularity off the same way he did in Game 1.
That was a beautiful double tap there from Rix Ronde. That's so hard to do coming out of that corner. He got 2 touches to just poke this ball, and now we see Method on offense.
Noli and Rix Ronde jump for this. It will go back towards Godsmilla. So now his shot goes right through, and Tho strikes first again.
Good patience from Tho to wait on this touch. Good pass upfield from Godsmilla, but you see right there, the hesitation makes Tadpole stop, and Tho has the whole right side of the goal available to him. Team Singularity go up early in game number 2. And a good kickoff there, but Noli, no boost, able to get it into the orange half. Rix Ronde boots this all the way downfield, misses the double tap. Those just going to bomb this up towards midfield. 50-50 won by Godsmilla. Burrito B is there for the clear.
Noli, big drive. That's going to be high. Follow-up is going to come from Tho, but he's a little ways back. Now Godsmilla out of the corner, looking to set up a line around the front of the net, but it's going to be Rix Ronde as that ball goes to the corner. Tadpole, big ball right down the middle that Godsmilla is there to collect. And Godsmilla will play this as well. Even more importantly, got it by Burrito B. That forces Rix Ronde up. Tadpole shot stopped by Noli, and here comes Singularity again.
Oh, Rix Ronde feels backflip, man, off that side wall.
Coming back in, Godsmilla dropping one down, but Rix Ronde there waiting, and his shot didn't have anything on it, nor was it on target. Now Noli, he will run out of boost. Tho dropping one down, nobody there, so he'll have to play it himself, but he doesn't have any boost either. And Noli will put one right onto Godsmilla. Good teamwork on the defensive end, but they're working without a lot of boost. And this is not something Method normally does. They don't have these long sustained attacks in the offensive end, but it's working right now. Rix Ronde does not get the touch, and Tho is not fooled.
Yeah, Method definitely a team that utilizes the fast break offense and transition plays to get that ball upfield. Good save from Rix Ronde, keeping it out of that upper 90. And Godsmilla there bombing it downfield. But Rix Ronde, once again, there to cut off the passes.
Tho intercepted by Burrito B, but here's Godsmilla. Slow play through, trying to get around Rix Ronde, and he does!
Goes for the backdoor shot. Both players from Method get caught slipping. Just check out the shot placement from Godsmilla.
And even if he doesn't jump, he's going to get knocked out of the way by Tadpole anyways. That is great from Godsmilla. Singularity has their second goal in Game 2. They are well in the driver's seat. But here comes Method trying to get one back off the kickoff. Godsmilla back the other way, over top of Tadpole, and what a stop by Burrito B, slamming the door shut on the near post.
Though went a little too far forward. I don't think he was expecting his teammate to just stop the ball on the goal line like that. Very unexpected. Tadpole gets around the defender trying to demo him. Good drop down pass from Godsmilla, but Noli a little too far back on that play, was all the way at midfield. And this is going to lead to, no, not a turnover. Godsmilla puts it right back into Method's half.
Need to get this pass centered. Instead, Rix Ronde takes a shot. Very ambitious shot from there. And now it will be Godsmilla. Boy, he has been way up above the ground a lot in this series. Tho will send one away, but right there is Tadpole waiting. Burrito B coming on. That's a great clear as Team Singularity works their way downfield yet again. It is Noli leading the charge, but only as far as Burrito B as it comes right back.
A lot of space in midfield right now. Neither team want to get too aggressive and push up too far. Let's see if that comes back to haunt either of these teams. It's looking like Method's starting to take advantage of that, but they are down by 2 goals, so Team Singularity's playing this smart, just covering up their goal line.
Wonder if or when Method might try to get a little creative here. Down 2 goals with 1:15 and change. Now Tho, that's gonna go in as Tadpole couldn't catch up. Tho snipes the bottom corner.
He just loves the right side of the net. This is twice in this game number 2. The right side's available to him, and he hits it picture perfect.
This is exactly what Singularity needed. They have dominated on the offensive half of the field after they were hemmed in their own zone quite a bit. In game 1, Rick's Ronde trying to get one back. No, sir, as Tho makes the stop. Getting it done on both halves of the field. He will not steal that corner boost. He doesn't need to, though. They have a 3-goal lead in the final minute. Rick's Ronde out of the corner. He'll play it himself, and that's blocked away by Tho. A Herculean effort from Tho, the rookie, here in game 2 to get Singularity back into this series. Rick's Ronde trying to drop one down. That won't work out. And Burrito B, all he can do is try to sky one up. The Tadpole can go collect, but cannot get a shot on target. And that's been the story of game 2. Not many opportunities, not many quality opportunities for Method as time winds down. And it looks like we're going to have a tied-up series.
Yeah, and it's not due to a lack of shots either. Method got 6 in this game, but just outshot and outpaced up and down the field by Team Singularity. Good change of play, good game plan to come out and just force Method back into their own half and not give them too many opportunities on offense.
Singularity looks like a brand new team, and it is game on now. 1 game apiece between Singularity and Method, with a chance to go to within 1 series of the RLCS on the line.
And how fitting that Tho gets the MVP medal in game number 2. 2 goals in this one. Godsmell a goal and an assist, but Noli still shut out in this series. Doesn't have a goal, doesn't have an assist. This shot here coming out was a beautiful one from Godsmilla. Snuck it in that short post.
Though with 3 goals in this series, Godsmilla, this is the only one he scored, but man, it was masterful. He just had the defense dancing around. He played them like a violin, cut their strings, and now we have 1 game apiece. 5 games to decide who is going to go on to face either Discobobulators or Monaco, depending on our match later on.
Yeah, this one, for both these teams, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. They still have that matchup to look forward to, but they've got to handle business right here and right now. And it's looking like a 50-50 shot, not just because the series is tied up 1-1, but, I mean, game 1 was all Method. Game 2, all Team Singularity. These teams so evenly matched up, you couldn't make a better storyline for these 2 teams going up against one another.
It's almost like all these teams in the rival series are really, really good at Rocket League, and it's hard to separate exactly who is better than who. That's what we're here to find out. But there's always that lingering doubt, right? Even though Method swept Singularity in the regular season, they are a different team now than they were even at that series, as Burrito B will try to start things off with a goal right off the kickoff. Does not work out. And we are underway with game 3. So a near miss for Method.
Keep that one in the back of your mind, Stacks. Keep that one back there, because that could be the difference maker for game 3.
Burrito B will send one up towards Tadpole. They like to work their way downfield right through the middle more often than not. Rick's Ronde now. Burrito B is up, but Tho beats him to the punch. Tadpole will get this all the way across, though. That's a double commit by Rick's Ronde and Burrito B. That'll slow things down just a little bit.
Just watching, though, he is so speedy. He can read the ball coming off the wall before it even has the trajectory coming off. He just somehow knows, okay, this is coming off at 47.3 degrees. I'm going to jump now.
He has been the guy all season long for Singularity. Formerly Fadeaway. This is going to be blocked away. Now, correction, flop Brisant. I knew as soon as I said it, I'm like, wait a minute, that does not sound right. What does sound right is Tho has put one in under the crossbar, and he is running wild on Method.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful in my ears, Stacks. Tho and Godsmilla, it's been the storyline of this entire series. Method need to do something to slow down this rookie.
It is 0% goal participation for Noli. He hasn't needed to get his hands dirty yet, but he's onto this ball. Trying to get a flick on, but that's going to be sent all the way out by Burrito B. Godsmilla blocked by Burrito. And now Tho can sky one up, but nobody else there in support. As Noli is all the way back, he can't get to this ball in time. Godsmilla does on the shot by Tadpole.
Good patience from Godsmilla to wait on the shot to come out from Tadpole. And we got Rix Ronde broke it early. Let's see if that comes back to haunt him.
Yeah, apparently in Europe they decided, what a shot! Rix Ronde
gets the double tap and makes up for breaking the locked horns. Comes out, reads that perfectly, and somehow the ball goes into the back of the net.
Rix Ronde's second of the series ties up game number 3. I was going to say, apparently in Europe, they don't abide by that. They got more important things to worry about, like, I don't know, winning the game. Noli trying to drop one down. And it'll be cleared by Burrito B. Rix Ronde over there. His drive's going to be saved away by Tho.
A zinger of a shot. And Tho's going to capitalize on that miss by Burrito B. Working down the field. Has Noli in the midfield. But a good breakup from Rix Ronde, and I've said that so much. Rix Ronde has broken up so many passes from Team Singularity. His head is on a swivel.
Godsmilla intercepted by Rix Ronde, so Tho has to clear it away. Again, Tho has been the everyman so far for Team Singularity. He has done it on the offensive and defensive halves of the field. Burrito B popping one up. Might have been better served letting Tadpole take a shot. He was coming on. Not a lot of pace there, and Burrito B stopped again by Godsmilla. Tho gets by the defense, and Burrito B has to come back on the weak side. Tadpole all the way around the board, stopped by Godsmilla, but there's Rix Ronde, and Tho, he saw it coming, and he's able to get there to the goal line. Now Tadpole, full tank of boost, can't stop Tho, but the crossbar does.
Tadpole, so thankful for that. He almost got posterized right there.
Only 1-1 challenge, but Rix Ronde has the clear, and this will go opposite field as Burrito B will take over. Tadpole, full tank of boost, will clear it off the backboard. Rix Ronde on his way through. Tadpole waiting for Tho to make a mistake. Good luck. That doesn't happen very often. Now Godsmilla trying to drop one down to Noli. They need to get Noli involved in the offensive attack. It's great what Tho has done so far, but he can't do everything.
I'm going to say he's got to get involved himself because his teammates are doing a great job. But, they can't just wait on him to show up because they're feeding him passes. He's got to make it known himself.
Downfield, stopped by Godsmilla. Noli is there, but he's going to rotate out. And another clear downfield with a minute to go. Rix Ronde, he did not get the angle he was looking for, and an opportunity for Singularity because of it.
Tho going for the bump, missed Burrito B, but there's Noli for the cleanup. Rix Ronde has to wait for that weird angle off the wall, and a good touch from Burrito B to sniff out Godsmilla coming in for that ball. Tadpole beats Tho, Rix Ronde's up, gets the touch, and it goes just under the crossbar for the second goal for Method.
Tadpole's officially going to get his third assist, but this is great from Rix Ronde. Perfect placement, and then another ball hanging around on the goal line. Just gives a little tap at the end. Rix Ronde, outstanding for Method, as important as Tho has been for Singularity.
Method just sent 2. This is going to be dangerous. Team Singularity has numbers. Noli with the drop-down pass. Tho just hits the bar, and it's out. 22 seconds to work with a good drop-down pass. Noli turned away by Burrito B.
A rare shot sent away by Burrito B, and now this goes through the corner. Singularity has to go the length of the field. They got 10 seconds to work with, but they're on defense. A miss by Tadpole. That could open up an opportunity. This beats the defense, and Godsmilla snipes the corner.
Saw the defender cheating up and said, "You just made a mistake," all the way from his own half. 4 seconds to go, and we're all tied up.
They left the gate wide open behind them, trying to hold a lead in the closing seconds. Singularity roaring back. Method looking for one last chance in regulation. Rick's Ronde won't get there, and we go to OT for the first time today.
Hey, Stacks, remember that shoulda, coulda, woulda been
Oh,
goal
yeah.
at the beginning
Right
of the game?
start.
Yeah.
Here we are in overtime. Compounded, of course, by leaving it open net behind them. Oh, critical miss. Godsmill is not going to get there in